Uh, Here we go. And welcome to another live stream Watchalong reaction. Tonight we're watching Chivas versus Forge, leg 2 in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Sorry I'm 6 minutes late. Hell, that really could be 10, but I was in a conversation that I enjoyed. I got caught in a conversation, and well, you know what? It needed to be had. Nothing bad. So sorry for being late. Shot past the post. Sorry for being late. It's all good, Daniel. It's good. It's good. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. It was just conversation. I got caught in a conversation that honestly needed to be had. And there you go. So yeah, probably. To be honest, probably. But with that being said, we got 7 minutes in. Let's see if it's interesting. Oh. Interesting. Okay. And there's the goal for Chivas. They've scored 1-0. 4-1 on aggregate. There it is. Ah, Lord. Already. Damn. Already. Oh, there we are. We are on Rumble. There we go. They've scored 1-0. There's another one for Chivas. Cowell once again. Let's see. Off the corner, cross in, header, and it gets tapped in. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Forge wearing their black. Chivas wearing their stripes. There's a tap in. Lord. 4-1 on aggregate. Eric Gutierrez. Uno a cero esta noche. 1-0 on the night. Hold on. What is that? 7 minutes? They're going to say 9 minutes. Past the post. 9 minutes. Okay, 1-0. Uno a cero esta noche. 4-1 on aggregate. 4-1 global. Yep, FS2. Everything this week's on FS2, by the way. Well, at least the first 3. I'm doing Miami instead. I'm doing Miami instead. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. Starting 11s are as follows. Not that it matters. Game's over. Wally in goal. The back 5, Sanchez, Castillo, Briseño, Sepulveda, Garcia, Fernando Gonzalez, Eric Gutierrez, the goal scorer. Alan Torres, Cowell, Ronaldo Cisneros for Forge in goal. Christopher Colongo. Malcolm Duncan, Alexander Akinyoti Janssen, Garvin Metusala, Malik Olabi Belawu, Kyle Becker, Alessandro Hajabrapur, Benny Badibanga, Tristan Borges, Noah Jensen, and Taryn Campbell. Yeah, Forge is probably, I think their era's about to be, they'll be fine in the CPL, but to be a CONCACAF contender, like to pull an upset, no, they're not that no more. But even without Tristan Henry, they're still better, and they're still one of the better teams in the CPL. I mean, they got back Eleman Cisse. They still have Borges. They still have Benny Badibanga. They still have Campbell. They still have Sigma. They'll still win the They'll still be in the hunt for the CPL. I'm not going to say they're going to win it 5 out of 6. But they'll still be in the hunt. They always find a way. Yeah, no, Forge always finds a way in the CPL. I'll believe they lose when they lose. When they get knocked out of the playoffs, that's when I believe they're done. Okay? They always find a way. Not here, but in the league, they'll find a way. I mean, 9 minutes at a cron, 8 minutes at a cron. Weird. Oh, maybe it was 8. I just read it wrong. 8th minute. CPL should get invited to the Leagues Cup. They would never do that. I think the CPL, I think to even it out, it should be the CPL champion and top of the league. They won't do it, though. I think it's only fair, considering, I mean, CPL can't play Central American Cup. It's only fair. You know, playing forward here. 9th minute, Chivas, can they get one back at least? I told you. I had a conversation. I got caught in a conversation that needed to be had. I'm happy it happened. Nothing bad about it. I'm not Elvis. I didn't die on the shitter. I don't have that much constipation. Trust me. It's all good. I was just, sometimes I'm late, but who cares? They were going to lose this game anyway. So, like they were coming back anyway. But hey, at least I'm going to get my views. It is what it is. I'm just here to have fun. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. You must have been tripping on LSD. You must have been tripping on shrooms like you were Michael Bublé. Because I didn't stream for the Super Bowl. Unless you have a hidden camera in my house and you were watching a hidden camera, I wasn't streaming for the Super Bowl. It's 1-0 Chivas. Yeah, sometimes. The one thing I'll say for Forge is the part of the decline is them doing finally what the CPL is supposed to do, developing players and send them up. Resart Rama and Movens Pashis. Yeah. And Pashis is going to Nashville, which is weird because they have a striker, but okay. Okay. You know, I mean, Pashis going to Nashville is okay. They have a striker, but whatever. Chivas. Damn, Chivas buried you. What'd you think was going to happen? You said Forge is going to win. I didn't realize Chivas were this good even with a C team. And I didn't know the Tristan Henry thing would actually matter. You know? My bad. I wanted the Chiefs to win. I didn't get there wasn't the proposal moment I thought there would be between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. But, I mean, still pretty wholesome. You know? So, it is what it is. Yes, but since that tie is damn near over, I'm choosing to do Miami versus Newell's. See, because that's smarter. And besides, I don't think Toluca's going to lose to Herediano either over 2 legs. So, yeah, Miami on Thursday sounds a lot smarter. Let me tell you that much. I mean, it's Messi versus his youth club. And besides, I'm sure people are going to want that. So, I was awake. I told you. I was in a conversation that needed to be had. And you know what? Nothing bad about it. 15th minute. Lol. I want what you're having. I want what you're having. Yes. Mocha all day, baby. Sabal FC making moves for next Caribbean Cup. Yeah, Mocha ain't beating Nashville. Hate to tell you. Oh, my God. Akinyote Janssen whiffed on that, but okay. Nothing bad yet. Jesus. 16th minute. I think I am. I have to check. I think I am, but I have to check. Nah, he wasn't there. Wait. No, it was John Elway and... Which, that was funny. John Elway handing a Lombardi to the freaking Chiefs was hilarious. Because, you know, Broncos Chiefs. I'm sure John Elway didn't want to do that. And it was Larry Sonka. Larry Sonka handed it to John Elway. John Elway handed it to Goodell. Goodell handed it to not Andy Reid, Clark Hunt. Son of Lamar Hunt. You should know who that is. We're on a football channel. Open Cup. 17th minute, 1-0. Yes. St. Louis. Well, I mean, Vancouver's playing. Covering them tomorrow. So, with that being said, 17th minute, 1-0, crossed in. Shot. Oh, nothing there. Cowell clears. But, yes, they will be playing next week. We got Philadelphia, New England, Houston, St. Louis, Orlando, Cincinnati, and Nashville. So, there's a lot more MLS clubs. There was only one in this round. That was Vancouver. Only one in this round. That was Vancouver. This week, these past 2 weeks, which we'll be covering the second leg of that tomorrow as well. But with that being said, there you go. It was awesome. It was awesome. I think it was amazing to see Ivory Coast win, Sebastian Haller being part of it. Yeah, it was awesome. As I told you, it was awesome. Yeah, Chivas is already winning. Chivas is back. We're going for the whole thing. Hey, at least you're not going to tear Toronto's hearts out this time. Because you can't, because we're not in it. But, you know, League and Cup. Probably. Yeah, I think I am doing it then. Cibao needs a rematch against Chivas. And you think it would go any better than what Forge has done? You think it would go any better? Forge hadn't looked too bad, except letting in that corner get popped in off the rebound. No, because they're not. Miami's not a bigger club than Chivas or America. They're not. They only have one Leagues Cup. They're a bigger club. I mean, I hate America, but you seriously? You're going to say, oh, but Miami's a bigger club. No, they've been around for 4 years, and they only have one trophy. And they just have Lionel Messi. Maybe by Instagram numbers, sure, they're a bigger club. But actually on the pitch, like success, what, one trophy does it? Oh, come on. Come on. That's bull. Come on, stop that. Stop that. I think we all did. It was a lot closer than I expected. I had them winning by what? 12, 11. It was a lot closer than that. As I made the prediction, remember? So, gotta say, every time I think conspiracy theories can't get any crazier, they find a way. The whole Super Bowl being rigged because they believe Taylor Swift is a Biden plant was something. Yeah, that was delusional. There are some conspiracy theories that I think are true. But why would... That one was just way out there for me. Sometimes... I know culture war, but come on now. Come on now. That's just, no. Like, I mean, yeah, you could probably make a conspiracy theory about any celebrity because they're from the left. If you really want to do that. Wow. Correlation does not equal causation. Let me tell you that much. Or I'd say 90% of them. But correlation doesn't equal causation. Correct. Yep. Great story, yes. So, lol. Chivas playing their second team again, pretty much. Except they're playing Ronaldo Cisneros here. No. Purdy, maybe. Lamar, no. Lamar's going to choke again like he always does. Dude's just a born choker. I mean, the dude choked to Mississippi State in his final college game. I remember it because I watched... It was a good day. Yep. Mateus Arezzo, NYCFC was close to signing him, but he stayed at his club. Yeah, but you're probably not getting him either if you didn't want to go to NYCFC. I mean, I'd rather go to Portland, but, you know. 21st minute. Forge ain't playing too bad. No, because he lost to Brady twice. I'm more worried about Purdy. I'm a Brock Purdy hater because I know damn well if Brock Purdy wins 5 rings, they're going to say, oh, he's the GOAT, not Tom Brady. I do not need that. No. And the Niners are too good that he could do it. I don't need to hear that because there's no head-to-head between Brock Purdy and Tom Brady in the playoffs. So, technically, the thing that makes Patrick Mahomes not the GOAT, makes him 1B, the fact that Brady beat him twice in the playoffs, yeah, that's not there for Brock Purdy. So, yeah, no, I do not need Brock Purdy winning 5+ rings. So, no, I'm a Brock Purdy hater. I will call him a system quarterback, game manager for the rest of his career. Now I know what Peyton Manning fans and Joe Montana fans felt, don't I? Okay, there we go. Shot, cross, saved. Honestly, yes. Yep. Hey, at least I don't get views. Insignes. I hope they don't top Brady, but some jackass is going to start screaming when Brock Purdy wins 5 rings that Brock Purdy's the GOAT because he didn't lose to Brady in the playoffs. I don't want to hear that shit. I could see the argument already. Be like, he got drafted like 2 rounds later. He's Mr. Irrelevant. He won 5 rings. Brady was 199 and he won 7. What the hell? Oh, he's a choker. He's as much of a choker as Tano Ortiz is. I only know Hala. That's it. I'm not singing to that high either. I'm not singing Kelly Kelly's theme song. No. 1-0 Chivas. 1-0. You know, I'll take a 1-0 loss on the night. I won't complain about it. Probably going to get worse, though. Oh, my God. The stadium's empty as hell. Jesus Christ. Jeez, I didn't realize that. Jeez. 1-0. I did not realize that. I did not realize that. Yeah. What is Forge lacking, though? What's the fix? The fact that they're in the CPL and Chivas are in Liga MX and Gago's got Chivas playing well. I mean, for playing Chivas, what'd you expect? But you had them winning. I know. I was biased. I know. I didn't realize Chivas was this good either. Like them in Monterrey, let's be honest. Or Cruz Azul, but they're not in this tournament. '24th minute. Going live in RSR for St. Louis's first CCL match? Of course I am next week. Of course. You think I wasn't? All St. Louis next Tuesday. All St. Louis. But some underdog stories come true. Why not this one? Well, losing Tristan Henry to him being angry, he's not getting a move, probably doesn't help. Kalongo hadn't been great. They don't have Elaman Cisse yet. Chivas basically ran that back line ragged. Chivas has more match minutes than Forge do, even though Forge went down to Mexico for preseason. They were playing Ascenso clubs. You know, I mean, I get it. What? Your defense is better? I thought defense has been the problem all this Clausura season. What? What? You do realize the defense has been a problem like all Clausura? It's been shaky as hell, and then, of course, what they did against Esteli and Emilio Lara looking like a complete idiot. Liga MX, check it out. I still think it's been shaky, even though they haven't got pierced yet, but it's shaky. '25th minute. I hate it. It's horrible. It's going to look weird. It's not right. Like the Coca-Cola logo, the America logo should be there at the Azteca. It just should be. So without those logos, it's going to be weird. Very weird. Personally, if those logos are there for another year or so, I'd like to be there just to see those logos in the stadium. Just to say I did. Because I don't think they're going to come back. Sad part is I don't think those logos are going to be put back as soon as the World Cup is over. Because it takes a long time to replace seats. So that's probably part of the, damn it, that's probably part of the renovations. Ah, crap. Well, there you go. 27th minute. Personally, I wear a Cruz Azul jersey in there, but that's just me. 27th minute. If I had one. Yeah, because it was Lunin was getting shielded by the defender. Or by the forward, I should say. So, yeah, I saw it. I mean, he was getting interfered with. So, there you go. Still 1-0, 1-0. Esta noche, 4-1 global, 4-1 on aggregate, Chivas. Looking like they're going to beat Forge, but who are we kidding? I'm not surprised. Unbiased, I'm not surprised. I could have seen this easily. Me too. I mean, I like the new idea for the Club World Cup, but Confederations Cup was pretty cool. And Canada was actually in a Confederations Cup. I know, shocking. Remember the 2000 Gold Cup? Remember? I know, it's shocking for you to hear that. Daniel with a $5 super chat. Thoughts on the Cody Rhodes Seth Rollins promo on Monday night? I thought it was a good one. Cody was hilarious with the referencing the Rock promo on Pat McAfee, putting Pat McAfee behind the microscope as well. Seth Rollins saying he wants to help Cody, which he should. I thought it was a pretty good promo. I think it pushed the story further. I think it makes it obvious that on night one, there's probably going to be a tag match. If Seth is healthy enough, which I guess he is, they wouldn't be pushing that if he wasn't. Tag match between Rock and Roman versus Seth and Cody. And then Cody faces Roman on night 2. But basically, we have a main event based on that feud for both nights. So, sucks for Rhea. And I guess Seth is going to defend the world title on night 2 in the middle of the card, I guess. But, yeah, I thought the promo was pretty good, personally. I thought it pushed the story forward. It was interesting, I think. So, that's just what I think, though. I think R-Truth is funny. Yeah, I do. I like R-Truth. I do. I think it's a little bit like they make him seem too much like an idiot, but I guess that's the part of it. Like, I know he can wrestle well. Like, he can. I've seen his TNA matches. I've seen his pre-Space Cadet matches. I've seen the Awesome Truth matches. I've seen him actually have some good matches. So, I wish he could do more work and not be as, act as dumb. Because I've seen him not be dumb, But, I like R-Truth. I do. I mean, the fact that he could still make that funny, him being an idiot and getting confused all the time, even though he's been doing that for about 10 years now. The fact that he still makes it funny shows you how talented he is. Because if I didn't want to laugh at it, I'd be like, dude, what the hell? You're still doing this 10 years later? Nah, it shows how talented he is. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Anybody could have told you that Copenhagen were going to get curb stomped by Man City. And Kevin De Bruyne is back. Man City's going to legit win another treble, aren't they? Ah, hell. Well, no, actually, wouldn't it actually be a quintuple? No. Or, I mean, quadruple. They lost the Community Shield, I think. Yeah. Club World Cup, Super Cup will be a quintuple then. Yeah. Because they can still win the FA Cup. They'll probably win the Premier League. They'll find a way. And they'll win the Champions League. Yeah, quintuple. Because they chose to put these on FS2 this week. I don't work at Fox. I couldn't tell you. I don't schedule these, or at least where the games go. I just schedule the streams. Sometimes they put them on Tubi, sometimes they put them on FS2. I really don't know why, considering who the hell but me really cares about Forge on FS2. But it's also on TUDNA, so there you go. Yeah, I agree. Forge ain't playing too bad. I can't lie. They haven't played too bad. That's cringe. Hope Mocha versus Nashville isn't going to be like that. Are they using freaking laser pointers? Free kick for Forge. You know, Forge ain't playing too bad. They're losing, but they ain't playing too bad. They might just be playing a bit better than they were last week. Not that it matters. They're down 4-1. But, you know, moral victories, I guess. Oh, I heard the score. I heard about it being 4-2. We still scored 2 goals, though. I mean, the Crews are defending MLS champions. I mean, and I heard the 4 goals came when we completely rotated. So, I think we may add a lead in that game at some point. But then we rotated, and then we got blown out after that point. But if we're playing our best 11, though, we can hang. Sounds like it, at least. Same thing with the Nashville game, but we won that one. 2-1, over 120 minutes. We hang with them. We won with our best 11, and actually our backups didn't do too bad. We only gave up 1 against Nashville. Against the Crew, we scored 2 goals, and we're leading. And then our backups allowed 4 or 3. I don't know. All I know is we can hang. That's what that sounds like to me, is they can hang. That's better than nothing. That's better than nothing. Don't give me no hope, but it sounds like they can hang. We couldn't even hang last year, so don't give me hope, but I have a little bit of hope. We can hang. We can hang. We can hang. Cross in for Chivas. Yeah, I'll leave it at 8 minutes. Who gives a shit? 34th minute. I mean, we can hang. We beat Nashville with our best 11, and we can hang. We were beating the Crew with our best 11 until we completely rotated. We can hang. Now, if we got a lot of injury problems, I think we're in the shit again, but knowing TFC, we will. See, that's there we go. Yeah, there we go. But if nobody gets hurt, if we have like the injury luck we never had for like, if we were just saving that for 3 years for this year where nobody gets hurt, or like one person gets hurt every so often, but we can still hang, we're good. But yeah, that's the problem, is the injury luck is going to bite us in the ass by like May. Yeah, probably. See, there's the problem. Probably, but let me laugh. I still got about 10 hours to laugh. So let's do it. Yep. I was biased, okay? I didn't realize Forge would just look like milk toast. Look weak. My bad. CR7 is the GOAT. Oh, hey, Marcos. Messi plays Thursday. This ain't Messi's day. Timbers had really nice patterns play against NYCFC. I agree. Timbers legitimately will be what the Dynamo were last year. Shot past the post. Phil might be on to some. I think so. But like the Dynamo were last year, I think Portland's going to be that this year. That's my hunch. Cabecita will start. I don't know if that's a good idea. Cabecita's washed. Man's washed. What did I tell you? Man's been washed. Hope Miami wins nothing this season to prove money done by trophies. You could look at Toronto for the past 3 years. I mean, you'd already have the proof of that. What? Dude, you don't have to look at Miami. Just look at Toronto for the past 3 years. We only won 1 Canadian championship, and that was one we made the final of with Greg Vanney during a pandemic. And they had to play the final 2 years later. We ain't won shit. but a trophy that was based in 2020, where we already had the CONCACAF spot spoils for it. We just proved we deserved those spoils. Oh, by the way, they were playing Fort. Oh, we won on penalties, by the way. So, yeah, Bradley does have a trophy, one that he didn't even earn. Vanny did most of the damn work. And hell, most of the players on the team that played the day of the final didn't play at the time that they were qualifying to that final. Point being is look at Toronto. Your point would already have been proven. So if you don't count that bullshit Canadian Championship, which I guess, thank God they won that, or I'd be really depressed. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you don't even have to look at Miami. Just look at Toronto. I did not hear about that. So. Money made by trophies. TFC could have one CCL by now. They should have won it in 2018, but freaking America broke three. Well, I wouldn't say broke three of our players' legs, but they basically injured like 3 or 4 of our best players. And Chivas, we couldn't score 1 goal against Chivas more than we already did when we had the momentum at home. All we had to do was score 1 more goal at home, and we would have won that time. Penalties wouldn't even been a problem. Our defense was absolutely freaking ripped to shreds. I still think we missed a really good opportunity against Chivas. But see, I don't hate Chivas, though. See, you'd think I would hate y'all, but I don't. I know, crazy, because I'm very petty, but I actually respect y'all. Honestly, I'd say I like Chivas. I really do. Which is crazy considering, you beat us in the CCL and it led to Seattle being the first MLS team to win the trophy. But I actually like y'all. So you know what? I know it's crazy. That's not normally what I do. I hate Seattle. And, they have a lot of history with us, and I hate Seattle. And, hell, we got our revenge at least once, and I still hate Seattle. So, consider yourselves lucky that I actually like Chivas. I do. Never had problems with y'all. They already reminded me. It'll never go away. The 39th minute, it'll never go away. They'll always be in my head. Yeah, that Seattle home kit actually looks horrible now that I've seen it in real life. It didn't look bad on a FIFA card, but it looks horrible in real life. See, that's why I'm not using any of those leaks for the kit ranking. Borges is good. I agree. I wish he would score. I want a 1-1 draw to end the night. I'll take it. I know we're going to lose the tie, but I'll take a 1-1 draw. Well, actually, if we win 3-1, we go to extra time. That ain't happening. I don't know why. That ain't happening. Forge ain't playing too bad, though. Offside. Forgot Javinko used to play for Toronto. He was a beast. Yeah, he ripped y'all apart. He got a goal against you at a Akron, remember? Man, I miss Javinko. But I was watching the Saudi League before it was cool, because that's where he went to after us. I was watching all before it was cool. Saddle kit looks really neat. No, it doesn't. It looks horrible. It might just be. Actually, on the FIFA card, it didn't look too bad. In real life, the picture that was put out on Reddit a couple of days ago, I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, that looks horrible. The green is just way too light. The blue is too dark. That is not rave green. That is a faded out lime. That's like somebody had a lime shirt they washed 5 times before they wore it next. Yeah, that's what that is. That's ugly. And then the stripe, I think there's another green stripe that's a way darker green. That's closer to olive drab puke green. So I don't like it. I'll give you that one. I don't know where I'd put it. I don't like it. Oh, yeah, I will be doing an MLS kit ranking this year. Don't worry. I may not be doing the player pyramid for TFC because we barely signed anybody. But it's not worth it doing the player pyramid because everybody who was there last year be third tier or lower, and we haven't signed anybody. And by the time I do it, besides I'm so busy. So, no player pyramid this year, but I'll still do a TFC season preview. I'll do the MLS predictions. I may have to push these around a little bit depending on when these kits come out. And then a kit ranking. Hopefully, either on the Tuesday before. Wait, I can't. The Monday before the season starts, that Wednesday, or this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But we'll see when these kits come out. I think they should all be out by like Friday. So maybe I'll move the TFC prediction season preview to Friday. Saturday, do the kit ranking, and then Sunday do the MLS predictions. But there you go. Brazil kit is best. Yeah, I like Brazil kit. But yeah, that Seattle kit is not going to be high. That Seattle kit is not going to be high. I can tell you that much. We watch the Women's Gold Cup. I'll be watching it, just like the Women's World Cup. I won't cover it. Unless Canada's in the final. Or if Canada plays Jamaica, maybe I'll be on Ryan LFC's channel. I know he's done that before. Oh, wait, no, Jamaica's not in it. My bad. I forgot they missed. My bad. They're not even in the play-in. That's my bad. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he'll... I don't know. Maybe if Canada's playing, he'll have me on anyway. Who knows? Yes. But I'll be watching the tournament, yes. Timber's new away kit will be announced tomorrow. I think it's going to be our kit that I'll eat that I gave it a B. Oh, yeah, you did better in Seattle, though, and Vancouver. So, that's good. Oh, yeah, that Vancouver away kit is ugly. Ugly. Ugh. Basic and ugly. Where's the hoops? I thought we were doing hoops. With Monterrey playing the Canadian Premier League, they'd kill everybody. They would kill everybody, even with a salary cap. Besides, Monterrey's Cantera is really good. So, they have a really good Cantera. So, we don't need a goalkeeper. I'd rather have Sean Johnson than busted legs Neuer. I'd rather have Sean Johnson. And I'd rather have Luka Gavran than busted legs Neuer. I would actually be pissed if that really happened. I do not want busted legs Neuer. We need to play out of the back. We have busted legs. I'm tired. Thoughts on Inter Miami signing that defensive midfielder from Argentina? Pretty good. They need it. Especially if Busquets is hurt. Redondo, good player. It's an interesting move. Be interesting to see. Nothing on the Rumble. I'm trying. It's gotten a couple though. I wonder what's doing the best. Rumble, Twitch, I know YouTube is, but out of the other two. Good for sure. Seattle has potential to do sick kits with a green and blue color combination, but they did horrible this time. And I feel, and call me crazy, but I feel like the change of the crest didn't help this kit. I think this may have been based off the old crest, but just call me crazy. But I don't know. I need to look at it more. I feel like the old crest was what this new kit was made for, and they had to put the new crest on it. It's interesting though. America in the Premier League, 10th. 1 minute of stoppage time. If you're talking about the English Premier League, I would say America finishes 10th. We're talking about the Scottish Prem first. America is better than Celtic and Rangers. I hate to say it because I'd rather see Celtic win anyway. But America, honestly, I would take America over Celtic or Rangers. Yeah, I would. We're talking about the Canadian Premier League. Yeah, they'd kill everybody just like Monterrey would, except they don't have as good of a Cantera. Save. What do you think about Leipzig versus Madrid? Madrid winning 1-0 is a little bit weird, but you know what? I'm not too surprised. Well, I said in the Canadian Premier League, they kill everybody, so they don't have as good of a Cantera as Monterrey does. They would kill everybody. Ugh. Wally with a goal kick. See, I gave you all three answers. And it's 1-0 at the half. 1-0. 1-0 esta noche. 4-1 on aggregate. 4-1 global. Chivas leads. Madrid be missing a lot of key players. Of course they do. Can West Ham win Liga MX if they have Edson Alvarez? Or will they have Edson Alvarez? Yeah, I would think so. See, though, no, they did win the Conference League. I'm worried about the playoff structure. You know, I think they could win. They could top the league. Like, West Ham could top Super Leader. They could totally be that. My question is, do they win the playoff format? Do they win the Liga format? Anything can happen. The Liga is weird, okay? You may think it's going to go completely chalk. It never does. It never does. Like, even if the winner who's supposed to win wins, they still might have to fight for it, you know? I don't know. I don't know. West Ham should win a Liga. Would they, though? I don't know. I think Edson would really want to. I think he'd be the one pushing him the hardest. Mikel Antonio's done well in CONCACAF. So that's good news. I don't see why they wouldn't. But, again, anything can happen. That's the problem. Anything can happen. So, I don't know. What say you? Was that a CONCACAF Champions Cup hat? And they still don't have the shirts out on Amazon yet? Huh? I need a Champions Cup shirt. Well, there's no relegation, though. See, that's the good thing. There's no relegation. See, I got you. No relegation now. No relegation. So, stick it. Stick it. Yeah. Forge ain't played too bad, though. We'll take a short break, Lamel. But if there was. Yeah, probably. Well, I don't know. Maybe we won't be as bad as we were last year, but thank God there's no relegation in either league. We probably deserve to be relegated, though. To be honest, probably deserve to be relegated, but thank God there's no relegation. I'd still be watching them in the USL Championship if there was relegation. Well, they're trying to. I mean, the League One Ontario's put in promotion relegation this year, if you noticed. So I'm sure the other provincial leagues will do that. So maybe there's like a Memorial Cup type tournament that promotes to the CPL at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. And if you know junior hockey, you know what I'm talking about with the Memorial Cup. Only people who know that is probably me and Rory, though. So, and the Canadians here, if there are any. Memorial Cup. That's true. I wasn't thinking of that. But what happened if there's Forge? They would never get relegated. Are you kidding me? They would never get relegated. They would never get relegated. With that being said, we'll take a short break at half, talk about the stats, get this one going. Forge are down 1-0 on the night. 1-0 esta noche. 4-1 on aggregate. 4-1 global. See what happens over the next 45. But Forge ain't playing too bad. They just, honestly, probably. They would never want to go down. They would be prideful enough to make sure they didn't go down. I actually agree with that. Because if they went down, that would, well, I'd like to see the aftermath of that. The shit they would catch if they got relegated from a lot of people. I'd love to see how that turns out. I know they catch shit from me. That's obvious. But I think they would try their best not to get relegated. If anything else, if there was relegation, they would make sure not to get relegated. Even if they were up by a point, even if they stayed up by a point, they'd at least fight not to get relegated. Because if they did, they'd catch a lot of shit. A lot. That being said, now we'll take a break. Sit tight, be back. For the stats, the half. Jovan Mijatovic to NYCFC is a done deal. I don't know. That being said, we'll take a short, or we're back from the short break. Here's the stats, the half. 56% possession to 44% possession, 9 shots to 4, 5 shots on goal to 2, 1 big chance to 0, 274 accurate passes, 91% to 202, 88%. 5 fouls to 2, 1 corner to 3, 9 shots to 4, 5 shots on goal to 2, 302 passes to 230, 91% pass accuracy to 88, 274 to 202, 6 throws to 5, 1 offside to 0, 0 yellow cards to 0, 0 red cards to 0, 1-0 at the half, 1-0, medio tiempo, esta noche, 4-1 global. Forge, they haven't played too badly, I would say. Sadly enough, they have a lot of goal, but they haven't played too badly. They haven't embarrassed themselves, which honestly, that's better than nothing, considering they were already down 3-1 on aggregate. You know what? They haven't embarrassed themselves, you know? And to be honest, I'll accept what I see from Forge so far. Haven't played too bad. If you were Chivas' coach and Forge's coach, what would your message be to either team in their locker room at halftime? If I was Chivas, I'd be keep doing what you're doing. Okay? Defensively, you're playing pretty well. Offensively, you got the goal you need. As long as you don't allow 3 goals, you're going through after 45 minutes. Just don't allow 3 goals. Keep doing what you're doing. If I was Bobby Smirniotis, I'd be like, hey, keep playing. You haven't gotten embarrassed. Don't get embarrassed. You ain't coming back 3 goals unless, let's be honest, this time went our way. Realistically, this ain't going to go our way. Realistically, we need to make sure we don't get embarrassed. If we get a goal back or so, 1 or 2 goals back, great. Are we going to get all 3 without allowing another? No. So, don't get embarrassed. If that means we somehow get extra time, great. If not, we could keep our heads held high. Just don't let this get worse. Simple. Let's just walk out of here with our heads held high. Don't quit, but there you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, with that being said, yeah, I'm very interested to see how the second half goes, just because I am. Tomorrow we'll be live for Tigres versus Vancouver. We'll be live for America Esteli, and I will review America versus Esteli. Should be good. Toluca, Herediano, Monterrey Comunicaciones, I will not be covering because I'm covering Miami. Isaac Brizuela is coming on at the half for Chivas. For Gael Garcia. By the way, I'm covering Miami Newells on Thursday instead because that's a smart play. Maybe while I'm live for Miami Newells, I will be talking about Toluca Herediano, and we're off in the second half as we're going. But as of now, mostly have that branded as Miami. Yeah. With that being said, let's push on. Second half has started 1-0. What happens if there's a cup set between Esteli and America? Well, I'll be live for it. And I will laugh at America if Esteli able to hold on over 90 minutes, which they won't, but I'll certainly laugh at them. I will certainly laugh at America if they somehow don't come back. Thought I was laughing last week. Trust me, it could get worse. Or I should say, it's going to get meaner. Or, well, I wouldn't say mean-spirited, but you know what I mean. Playing for Hajabapur, Marin gets fouled. Oh, they brought on Marin as well. They brought on Padilla. Padilla's on as well. Jonathan Padilla. Ricardo Marin has came on as well. As I can tell. I think Club America could survive at leg 2 at Estadio Azteca. You mean Esteli surviving leg 2? I don't think so. But if they do, I'll laugh. If they do, I'll laugh. At America because they deserve it. Cade Cal on the ball. Plays it back. Padilla replaced Gutierrez. 47th minute. Let's make sure I'm right. CONCACAF. Let's go to the CONCACAF website. Make sure I'm correct. Yael Padilla's on for Eric Gutierrez. Ricardo Marin on for Ronaldo Cisneros. And Isaac Brizuela's on for Gael Garcia. Wait, why are they playing Brizuela as the outside back? Chivas slightly been better, but Forge hasn't played too badly. They haven't embarrassed themselves. But Chivas have been slightly better, especially because they have the goal. So, there you go. There have been 3 subs. '48th minute. Probably need a background with a perfect scoreboard. Yeah, I know. Probably should get a green screen, but don't know exactly where to hang it. Shot safe. Or it could be one of those, like, stand-upable ones. But then I need to learn After Effects. That's probably the next thing I should do. But, I know. Probably the next thing I should do, but... Cross in. Shot past the post. Plays forward. Oh, here's a good defensive play. Good defensive play by Forge in the 50th minute. Playing forward. What are your thoughts on Qatar winning the Asian Cup back-to-back 3 penalties? I'm not surprised, but Jordan was out of their depth, to be completely honest. I mean, I didn't think Jordan had much of a chance to beat Qatar. Even though they beat South Korea, I pretty much knew that was a Jurgen Klinsmann screw-up instead of South Korea. Screw-up. I knew Jordan was probably in trouble, and I knew Qatar was probably going to win that match. The way they did, it was a little bit questionable. I thought it was very questionable. But, you know. I didn't exactly like the way that game was played. But it is what it is. Plays forward. There should be a free kick here. Yes. Or at least throw in. See if Ford's made any subs. Doesn't look like it. Nope. All right. Tristan Borges here for a corner. No, Badibanga is going to take it. Takes it short. Badibanga. Cross. Headed away. $52. Classico, no matter what's TDNA and Televisa make a lot of money. I'll be watching on Fox. Are you kidding me? Unless they're just on TDNA, those games are. But there's no way Fox wouldn't touch those games and put them on FS1. You're out of your mind. What about March Madness? What about the playoff tournaments for the NCAA basketball? I'd rather watch the Classico. Cross in, shot saved by Wally. Huh. No, but CCL is always on TUDNA. So Chivas, their home game would be on TUDNA. So it's not about the home team in that case. Champions Cup's just on TUDNA. Yeah, I mean, Forge ain't looking too bad. I'm not mad about this game. I mean, this is probably the best it would have been. I wasn't expecting no 3-1 win. I just want a 1-1 draw. Keep their heads held high. Let's be completely honest. I didn't expect them to score 3 goals and only allow 1. And they're running out of time to do that. Just get a goal, please. But no, the Champions Cup's on TUDNA only, so it doesn't matter if Chivas hosts or not. Oh, by the way, they said this game's on TUDNA, so there you go. See, Champions Cup, it doesn't matter who's at home or who's away. It's just Champions Cup is TUDNA and Fox. In American and English, I should say, it's on FS2 in the USA. In Spanish, it's on TUDNA. So there you go. 55th minute. That's what Champions Cup. That is Champions Cup. Now, Liga MX, Chivas is on Telemundo. But there are teams that are also on Fox, like Monterrey and Juarez and Santos for their home games. So Maliko Alabi Bellawoo thrown in. Favorite Power Ranger. Green Ranger. The Green Ranger. Yeah. Throw in for Chivas. It's on Fubo TV. Yeah. Because there are Fox games on Fubo. Yeah. Doesn't Kellen Acosta going to the Chicago Fire? I mean, it's a good move for Kellen. I mean, he should be able to be on a team that needs a spine. He could really create a spine for that team. I think it sucks he's going from LA to Chicago, but you know what? If he believes in Chicago's project, they've picked up some really good players as well. Maybe Shaqiri will be better this year as well. You know, maybe it's a good move. Maybe it's a really good move. Maybe it's a genius move. Who knows? Maybe he sees something we don't. I still think Chicago are going to miss the playoffs, but that's just my opinion. I think Chicago are going to miss the playoffs. I still think there are teams in the West that are better than them. I think Chicago's a project that isn't proven. There are teams in the West that are still better. St. Louis, Portland is going to be back. Houston is still there. I don't think they'll fall off that much. RSL, I think they're doing really good. Colorado, I'd put above Chicago. Minnesota's going to fall off. I'll tell you that much. Minnesota is going to have a horrible season. I don't care that they have Timu Pukki, Long One, Reynoso. They have an interim coach shot over the bar. They have an interim coach, and I don't like where this is going for Minnesota. I think they're going to be bottom of the West. Seattle's still there. Portland, of course, going to be back. LAFC still there. I think Galaxy have a chance to pop up, a better chance to pop up than Chicago. So, again, my predictions will be out by the end of the week. But I think interesting thought process here, I should say. But there we go. That's what I was going to say here. But I think, interestingly, it's very interesting. How far the Red Bulls going this season? I would say I think they should be in the first round of the playoffs. I think they'll go past the wild card. Whether they win the wild card game or they're in the first round proper, I think they should go to a game 3 in the first round. I don't think they're going to get swept. I think they're a very talented team. They got a good coach. I don't know if they'll get to the conference quarterfinals or the conference semis, I should say. I don't think they're going to get there. They could if they have a 3-game tie, but again, they'll do better than they did. They'll go a game better than they did this past year. I mean, they got through the wild card round. They lost at home to Cincinnati, but I think they'll be higher seeded. I think they'll play a 3-game series, and maybe they could get through, but I'd say 55-45 they don't. But they go to a game 3. Favorite Chicago Fire jersey kit? So far, I'd say the red one with Best Buy on it. Like the 2006 jersey. Like, I think it's pretty obvious which one it is. 2006 Chicago Fire jersey. (2006, 2007). Oh, yeah, no, it said Fire, actually. My bad. But, yeah, the 2006-07 Chicago Fire jersey. Yeah, that one. That was cool. That's cool. I thought one of the years it said Best Buy, but my bad. The CCL final ends up being a Medica versus Columbus. Who would you have winning if the finals in Azteca or Estadio Azul? Columbus. I think Columbus are more consistent. Besides, they've already beaten a Medica before, and it's a 90-minute match. So you know what? I'm going to stand with Columbus. I picked them in my full predictions. I think we'll stick with it. Who should be the next European player to go to MLS and where? I feel like the next European player to go to MLS. I say Giroux. Olivier Giroux going to probably more likely too late. Cross in, shot, header. Here's a chance. Chipped over, shot. 61st minute. Becker plays it back. Still Forge. Given away. Here it is. I'm a little bit behind. And they get past the back line. Shot headed in. Rebound headed in by Chivas. It's 2-0. Castillo. Castillo scores. Jose Castillo scores. 2-0. 2-0. Esta noche. Another rebound popped in. 5-1 on aggregate. How they let that rebound in, man? 2-0, 62nd minute. 2-0 esta noche. 5-1 global. 2 rebounds against Forge tonight is what did them in. Jose Castillo. Shot, the headed in rebound. I don't know what the hell Metusala was doing, but he could have really cut back in on the header, but okay. Okay, sure. I would say Girault to... I'd like it to be Toronto. I could see it being Montreal. Well, no, they have 2 strikers now signed for this year. Girault to Toronto. Girault to... Yeah, Girault to Toronto actually does make sense. Taron Campbell's off for Jordan Hamilton. Honestly, you know what? Yeah. I know. Super Bowl is going to be on the 9th of February next year in New Orleans, in Nolans. Sadly enough, it doesn't go straight into Mardi Gras because Mardi Gras is in March. We got a late Easter next year. GG's, it was GG's last week. David Chouanier is on. It was GG's last week. That's when Forge to get a goal. It's GG's last week. What are you talking about? Here's a chance. Shot! Past the post. It's GG's last week. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm a bit behind. Oh, come on. Really? What's up, Ron? New crew kit announced Friday morning. The teaser was the city coordinates. Be like some sort of yellow city edition kit. It's going to be your new home kit, but it's going to be yellow, but it's going to be city-based, like city flag-based or something like that, I think. But it's going to be a yellow home kit because, of course, you have the 3-star away kit. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. But it's going to be city-based. Something about the city, but it's still yellow and black. So it's going to be interesting to see. But I like the idea of it. It should be higher up on my list, but we'll see. About my kit countdown, but we'll see. That was GG's last week. What about Robert Lewandowski to Chicago Fire because of the Polish-American community? I don't see him coming to MLS for another 2 years, though. That could happen. I could totally see it happening, especially if Chicago's project keeps going the way that somebody like a Kellen Acosta thinks. But not for the next 2 years. Yeah, that's what I would think, yeah. Imagine Kansas City makes it to the 2025 Super Bowl. They probably are. Who am I kidding? Who are we kidding? They probably are. Unless Joe Burrow comes back and just goes absolutely on fire. Only person that I think could beat Mahomes in the playoffs is Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has to have a really, really, really good season. That's the plan. That's the plan, okay? That was the plan. You thought last week I was laughing at them? Just wait if they don't win. I'll laugh at CONCACAF because they don't get their cash cow tie either, you know? That's the plan. I'll be clowning on America if they lose. Yeah, that's the plan. Chouanier's on for Campbell. Here's the corner kick for Forge. 66 minute cross in. Header. Nothing there. Oh, by the way, I'll also be clowning on Sebi Salazar's primo, who's a degenerate. Who's a degenerate bettor who can't help himself. At least they say it's Sebi's primo, but I have a sneaking suspicion it might just be Sebi. You would only get that joke if you watch Football Americas, and especially the last 2 weeks. Or over the last 2 weeks. It's his primo. It's his primo. Raul Martinez is on for Leonardo Sepulveda. His Primo had a vested interest in the game, you know. I feel like Sebi's the degenerate who doesn't want to admit he bets heavily. So he says it's his Primo. I mean, people are fine with you talking about betting nowadays, though. It's 2024. As long as you have the money. Doesn't SPN want to push betting? Hurt Gomez said Pineda. That's Thursday. There's 2 CCL games tomorrow. The Newell's Miami's on Thursday. But yes. Because, I mean, it's a lot better for me to cover that than 2 CCL ties that are pretty much over. I mean, CONCACAF Champions Cup ties that are almost over. See, I'm still not used to it. Hurt Gomez said Gonzalo Pineda is under the most pressure to get results for Atlanta. Yeah, I agree with that, especially if they're about to lose Almada halfway through the season. Oh, by the way, Argentina did qualify for the Olympics. So they will lose Thiago Almada, for the Leagues Cup. Just like Miami might just lose Messi for the Leagues Cup. Oh, I would love to see the Schadenfreude of that. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious if that happened. I would legitimately laugh. It's like, oh, Messi's not going to the Leagues Cup? He's going to the Olympics? Yeah, you going to tell Messi no? I know. Which is also another reason why I didn't want the 49ers to win. But it's more of the Brady, Brock Purdy comparisons. What'll happen in 5 Super Bowls if he was wanting to win 5 rings. Athletic Club fans become PSG fans because it's against the rivals Real Sociedad tomorrow. But PSG is going to win, though. All you need is $10 to bet. Double it for 8 bets. You have $3K. That's my strategy, at least. Exactly. But that's not very degenerate. And you make a really good profit if you win. Now, I mean, what I think is somebody like Sebi is a heavy bettor. He bets too much. See, my predictions normally don't go too bad. But I'd probably only be putting like 10 or 20 bucks on it. And I'd probably be betting off of my, I wouldn't cash out my account. Like if I'm making money off my bets, I'm going to put my money back on my other bets. And then at some point, every, 3 months, I take out half and keep the other half and bet on that half and then let that grow. And then that's my opinion. See, I never have to put any new money in unless I'm losing money. But in a good scenario, and mostly football scenario, because I'm not touching anything else. I touch anything else, now that's where you get into, I might lose some damn money. Especially if it was college football. So if I do, I'm going to be betting on Mississippi State to win the SEC. We're not there yet. No. Whatever. Not smart. See, then I get... Yeah, there we go. Any updates on Carlos Vela? I haven't heard anything. I heard he might be the refuerzo for Cruz Azul. I just read that a couple of days ago off TUDNA's Instagram. Carlos Vela might be going to Cruz Azul. So I've heard. I don't know how true that is, but I think we're past Dia de los Inocentes. I think we're past that. So, yeah, that might be true. Carlos Vela or Chicharito? Right now, Carlos Vela. All time, whole career, Chicharito. National team-wise, ooh. I don't know. Briguito's on for K-Cal. I don't know. Vela or Chicharito national team-wise. It's close. It's close. I don't know. I don't know who I want to go with LT-wise between them both. Carlos Vela, he played his best football before he got to LAFC with L3, I would say. Chicharito wasn't bad either, though. They're close. National team career-wise, they're close. I don't know. I'm going to lean Chicharito. I think national team career-wise, I'm going to lean Chicharito. Right now, as of now, I think Carlos Vela is the better player in the moment. Full-on career, Chicharito. National team career, Chicharito. Lean. It's a lean. Slightly. I don't think we should say that it's a very full-on career. No. Chicharito. That's a full-on. Ford's playing Ford. He's playing Cruz Azul, so LA Galaxy offer him more money. Well, yeah, probably. Wouldn't it be something? I just can't see it. Like, I can't see Vela wearing a Galaxy kit after him playing for LAFC for so much time. I know he likes LA, but he could go play in Cancun for a year before San Diego becomes a thing. He could go about 30 minutes to San Diego every day. And you still wouldn't really be committing a sin. Then again, Vela doesn't really probably give a crap about rivalries. He just wants the money. And if they're going to pay him, so be it. You know what? Maybe that's sort of how Vela rocks, to be honest. He really just cares about the money. If they're going to pay him, so be it. But I still don't understand why he would do that. Good. More seats, more money. More people there. Great. It'll draw. Chivas might just legitimately be the best team in Liga MX if that happens. Like, America's moments passed a lot quicker than we thought. Xabi Alonso, Roberto De Zerbi, Marco Rose, Roger Smith, Unai Emery. It should be Xabi Alonso for Liverpool. Ruben Amorim, I could see that, though. Chivas is a lucky team. They're so lucky they only face easy teams. If you're an America fan, I wouldn't be talking. You're playing an easy team, aren't you? Are you an America fan? Because if you are an America fan, you're playing an easy team and you're down going into that match tomorrow. And you could still lose. You probably won't, but you still could. I wouldn't be talking. You don't like America. Who do you root for then? So now, okay, your point is taken then. LA Galaxy is close to signing Banksil. There we go. You should sign 1 year with any other MLS team, then sign with San Diego after. I mean, Toronto still has an open DP spot, and we need a striker. I'd take a year of Vela. In my opinion, I'd take a year of Vela. I wouldn't complain. Maybe try to sell him, but if we lose him, let him be like Kawhi Leonard, you know? Let Vela be like Kawhi Leonard. On paper, we still got a lot of talent. We need a striker. Bernadeschi, Vela, and Insigne. If Insigne and Bernadeschi they are playing. They actually are trying. They've sort of bought into Herdman's system, but we can't let it get rotten like Bradley's did. So you know what? We have an open DP spot. Vela for 1 year. Throw him the money. Let him be Kawhi Leonard. Maybe try to sell him on staying, but if he doesn't, he goes to San Diego. Worth a shot. I would do that if it was me, but it's not me, so worth a shot. I know, good for them. Xabi Alonso. Used to root Chivas, but they just don't feel the same. What, because Cade Cowell went there? What, are you one of those people that says, oh, Cade Cowell's not Mexican enough? Are you one of those people? His mother's Mexican? He has a Mexican passport. He just doesn't play for the Mexican national team. Which I don't know. Are you one of those people that thinks Cade Cowell's not Mexican enough? He's got Mexican blood. If the player's good enough and they got Mexican blood, they should be able to play for Chivas. That's what makes you good. Sometimes you got to bend the rules a little bit. I mean, look at Atletico Bilbao, right? I think both the Williams brothers, one of them represents Spain, one of them represents Ghana, but they're both Bilbao, Basque. They both were born in the Basque country, but they don't represent the Basque country in that micro tournament, and one of them represents Ghana. Bend the rules. Dominic Samuel's coming on for Duncan. And you ain't a Chivas fan. Base Tavares. Why are we rooting for the government on the Tavares thing? Like, the Ottawa fans are chanting at Tavares, pay your taxes. I'm like, why are you cheering for the government? And I chant back, taxation is theft. Viva la libertad, carajo. Viva la libertad, carajo. I don't have an issue with that, but they feel more like Club America these days. I don't see it. If I don't like America, I could totally see it. I don't see Chivas acting like America, so. I heard, but I still think it's more likely when he becomes a senior player, it's Brazil. I don't know if that'll last. Interesting. 78th minute, 2-0. Oh. Steve Dangle is damn right. 1,000% correct. NHL refs, their egos are fractured. Oh, but the Leafs always get hammered by Peros. But Morgan Riley being out for 5 games. Oof. Oof, blood on. Yeah, he's Belizean. Yeah, he has Belizean blood, yeah. He said it before on chat. You've been here long enough. You should know. You should remember. But I remember everything, so maybe that's just me. I remember everything. But my parents and my entire bloodline are born in Belize. '79th minute. You've been here long enough, boy. Oh, yeah. Leave football out of this. By the way, you were right about AFCON. I told you. I think he means don't talk about the Belizean team or how low on the totem pole they are. But, yeah, I was right. I told you Ivory Coast would win it. I told you. I told you it'd be Nigeria versus Ivory Coast. I told you Ivory Coast would win. Huh. Right after Morocco got knocked out. I think even before that, I was like, oh, Ivory Coast would probably win this thing. But then I was like, yeah, I know where this is going. It's scripted. You think the Super Bowl is scripted? How about AFCON? I saw that shit coming from miles. Down, and didn't I say 2-1? And didn't I say 2-1? I think I did. I saw that shit coming from miles. On the money, baby. I should have put money on it. See, that's what I mean. 80th minute. Should have put money on it. Well, basketball, if you can dunk, you're supposed to dunk. Unless you're up by like 30. Then I guess that would be the equivalent moment. Up by 30 with like 0.5 seconds left, and you just don't want to get fouled, so you dunk it as they're going to call the contact, you're dunking, you know? That's probably the equivalent. Nice. Let's go. (4-2) Forge. Well, tie's over, but sure. That's out. Goal kick here. I'm good with the goal. Well, no, it'd be 5-2. Akinyote Janssen plays it forward, back to Chivas. Now it's still 5-1 on aggregate. Playing forward. But Forge hasn't played too badly. They've given up 2 rebounds, but they haven't played too badly. I don't feel like they've been embarrassed. That's the good news. Bad news is they were out basically at the start of the night, and they've just confirmed that 7 minutes in. It's on FS2, 1 soccer in Canada, FS2 in America, 2 DNA, Spanish. 82nd minute. I'll still do an RSR for this. I'll figure it out. '82nd minute. 8 minutes to go. Sheldon Keefe says Brad Treliving is going to address the media tomorrow regarding the Morgan Riley suspension. Yeah, I hope if they're going to do a press conference like that, I hope Treliving just goes and shits on NHL player safety and Peros. Preferably if Shanahan's there too, because I think that would actually make a little bit of a difference, because Shanahan used to have Peros' job. Would be interesting. I don't know. Cross in. Header. Be interesting. Playing forward. Hope Forge can at least score a goal. Well, they did last week. I'd like one here, but, Matt Turner continues to be dropped at Nottingham Forest, but how did Gio Reyna do? How did Gio Reyna did against Newcastle? They lost 2-3 at home. I didn't watch the Nottingham Forest game, so I couldn't tell you. I'll find out when they do Football Americas. I'll find out. I'll find out then when they talk about him. But I'm sure he did pretty good. So there you go. Harry Kane's on the pitch. You mean that's not Harry? That's Amadou. No. Kadeem Kane is coming on. Yes. Kadeem Kane is coming on. And there was another sub, I think. Benny Bonga for Kevon Tavernier, who's going to the U20 team after this, and Kadeem Kane for Noah Jensen. See, they didn't play. They played on the weekend, so it should have been known already. I think they said some good things about Gio Reyna. Actually, my bad. I think he heard some good things about him. He played well. I heard he played well. It was on the weekend. Yeah, I heard he played well. My bad. He came on for about 27 minutes, and he played pretty well. 17 minutes played, 1 shot, 6.4 rating, 19 touches, 3 touches in the opposition box, 1 successful dribble. Yeah, he played pretty well. Yeah, that's what I thought I heard. My bad. That was about the game before. Yeah, they said he played well. Football Americas. So there you go. It's good to know, to be honest. 85th minute. I want Belize in a group with Mexico, Jamaica, and El Salvador. Why is Matt Turner now scared and struggling on the ball in the Premier League after doing so well in the Gold Cup and CONCACAF? Well, here's the thing. It's that the fact that Nuno doesn't back him, Steve Cooper didn't back him, they brought in Vladikomos. Seriously, the fact that Matt Turner's not getting backed, he doesn't believe in himself, at least for Premier League standards. For the USA, I mean, Berhalter backs him, so he'll probably play well for the USA if they still have him start. Now, the question is does he start in Nations League or Copa America? Now, that's the question. That's the question. But Gio Reyna's been playing pretty good. I agree. Wish Cincinnati would have gone for Joseph Martinez. Honestly, me too. I'm sure he's better than Bupenza, especially with Luciano Acosta, because he needs service, and Luciano would gave him that. But no. They let him go to Montreal. But I don't think he's going to be that good at Montreal, because I think Montreal have a good backup, I would say, or a good of service, I should say. Yeah, backup makes sense, though. But service, 87th minute. Well, that's true, but I also don't think Nuno's backed up Matt like he should. He doesn't back Matt like he should. Playing forward, Chivas, defending, have the ball on the back line. Defensively, getting pushed. 87th minute. It ain't there. Unless you're way ahead. I mean, Font Mob doesn't even have it, buddy. 87th minute. Font Mob doesn't even have it, buddy. '88th minute. Hat the game. 2-0 final. Probably. I won't believe in a group with USA, Qatar, and Honduras. Had to look for the stars. There they are. Honduras. That'd be an interesting group, I would say. That'd be interesting. Be interesting. Playing forward, 88th minute. '88th minute. Chivas won. I'm sure they did, huh? I'm sure they did. Unless some crazy stuff happened. Toronto's ass. I know. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. I know their ass. But this is Forge. They are in the greater Toronto area, but it's not Toronto. Toronto would probably actually do worse than Chivas. But they would do worse than Forge against Chivas, honestly, at this point. Just finish the game is kind of boring. I don't disagree. But it's only 1 minute plus stoppage time, so before you know it. 89th minute. Can't wait for Copa America. We do a Champions League London final watch along before the Euros and Copa America starts? Yes. Yes. Yeah. I'll be doing a Champions League final, UEFA Conference, and UEFA Europa final watch along. Don't worry. Just like I always do. I think I'll be able to do a couple of RSRs too. So, I hope Canada's World Cup group is with Italy, Japan, and Ivory Coast. I have nothing against Canada. Hey, as long as Ivory Coast ain't the one going through, I'm happy with it. Oh, by the way, there will be third-place teams going through, so that's great. If it's Canada, Italy, Japan, 1, 2, 3, and Canada's through as a third-place team, or one of the other two are, as long as Ivory Coast ain't the one going through, I'm happy with it. Let's remember, there are third-place teams that go through at the World Cup next time. So, 2 minutes of stoppage time. 2 minutes of stoppage time. 2-0, 2-0 esta noche. 5-1 global. 5-1 on aggregate. Chivas should be going through. Boom, boom, boom. 1 minute to go. Let's comment on your thoughts of Qatar at the Asian Cup. I'm not happy, or I understand Qatar was going to win. You're the best YouTuber. Thank you. Thank you. Means a lot. It is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really happy with the fact Qatar won. It sucks. Sad to see. Because, I mean, it is what it is. Breaking news. Forge score right at the end. Really? Playing forward is Forge. Here we are. Hey, at least they end one with a goal, I guess. Cross it. Past the post corner. Full time, finally. Didn't see it. Kyle Becker corner. Kyle Becker on the corner. 2:14. Cross in. Schwanier crosses it back. Shot, goal. Goal for Forge. They get one at home and they get one away. 2-1. Kevon Tavernier scores the volley. Kevon Tavernier scores. Boom. Ball falls his way. Volleys it in past Wally. Perfect shot. What a shot by Kevon Tavernier. Doesn't mean anything, but still, it feels good. 2-1. 2-1 esta noche, 5-2 global, 5-2 on aggregate. But at least I got a goal at home and away. And that is full time. Kevon Tavernier scores a goal to end it. They scored a goal at home and they scored a goal away. Pretty much all you can ask for, I guess. Yeah. 5-2 on aggregate. They do score golazos a lot. But with that being said, it ends 2-1 on the night. 2-1 esta noche. 5-2 on aggregate. 5-2 global. Chivas move on to the round of 16. Forge are eliminated. But they at least are able to keep their heads held high. They actually lost better at Quran than they did at home. They scored 2 goals overall. Hey, I ain't going to complain about it. But with that being said, congratulations to Chivas. Commiserations to Forge. And we'll see if we get tomorrow we'll see if we get a Clasico in the round of 16. Or if America chokes to Esteli. And Chivas basically gets a free pass in the next round. With that being said, good game. Good ending. I'm happy with the situation. With that being said, if you like this video, like this stream, like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification once subscribe, send some chats on the live streams, comment on this video, put us in play, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review, or the review will be up within the hour. I'll see you then. Not much to say, but I'll find something to say. With that being said, I'm running. I'm out. Peace. See you later.